Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs. I thought I would just do a little video today with our energy healing as we usually do. So like I always say, don't worry if you haven't got the video live, it's still just as effective even if you haven't managed to watch it live. It makes no difference whatsoever to the energy as long as you are open to receiving it, so that's all okay. And in this video today we're going to be releasing the exhaustion and fatigue that I'm picking up on. I feel like a lot of us are really tuning into a deep level exhaustion and fatigue, which seems odd because most of us have got all this free time and a lot of our responsibilities have been cancelled or plans have been changed, and really we're in a time where we should be able to just relax and take it easy, but we're struggling to do that. And the energies that I'm picking up on are really severe exhaustion and burnout, which can even lead us to a kind of emotional vulnerability and a fragile state emotionally. So do let me know, anyone who's online, please let me know that you're watching live. Let me know who you are and where you're from. And also let me know if you're noticing any of these things coming up as well, these fragile emotions, feeling a little bit kind of broken, feeling upset, feeling a wee bit emotionally unstable, which can quite often happen when we're exhausted and fatigued. So we're going to get into some energy healing today, and I'd like to invite you just to completely relax. No matter when you're finding this video, as I said, even if you didn't watch live, you can still get the healing benefits, so there's no rush, we're just going to take it easy. So I invite you to begin to just relax. Begin to hold the intention that we're going to be relaxing so that we can prepare for all the energy healing that we're about to do. And I'm going to begin tuning into everyone's energy. So the energy of everyone watching and everyone who ever will. And I invite you to close your eyes. You might even like to take a nice deep breath just to settle your body and your energy. Tuning into all of you now. Okay, so a lot of the energy that this exhaustion and fatigue is bringing up is the energy of I can't handle it, there's not enough time, I can't get everything done. There's a lot of additional pressures that have come with this crisis, and I feel like for a lot of us, some of it may be financial, or there's a lot of survival worries about how we're going to take care of normal everyday life, and it's creating a lot of pressure that's draining us. It's really draining us in a deep way. So no matter when you're joining the video, if you just joined us, welcome. You can just close your eyes and receive the healing benefits now. And of course, we're still tuning into everyone who's watching and everyone who ever will. There's no mistakes. Okay, so let's first of all begin to release some of that exhaustion and fatigue. Yeah, that's really intense, and I'm sensing it more so in the limbs, up in the arms in particular. And I'm being shown that for many of us it can make us feel almost as if we have a fever, and that's playing into the health anxiety. Then we start fretting even more. Oh gosh, if I got this, what am I going to do? It's like, it's okay, just calm down, take it slow, because when we get worked up like that, we're going into fight or flight, which throws our temperature out of alignment. It throws lots of different things out of alignment. So just take it one step at a time, and always monitor your health and be aware, but just relax. Now, interestingly, usually when I release exhaustion from the body, it releases from the muscles, but I'm being shown we're holding this exhaustion in the bones. So let's release that from our skeleton, from our bones, the energy of exhaustion and fatigue. Just allow that energy to release, and you don't need to feel it. You might. You don't need to be able to sense any of this energy for it to be healing and making changes for you. And right now most of us won't be able to feel the energy because we're so in fight or flight, we're so stressed right now that it's almost impossible to tune in and really feel energy in that sensitive way. So don't worry about that. Yeah, we're very depleted, and I'm being shown that much of this is our bodies are energetically processing the fatigue and exhaustion of our past lives. So there's a lot of lifetimes where we've been in real physical exertion, and we may not have been free, and we've been put to work, or there's different themes like that in all different walks of life, way back throughout history, and that exhaustion has been carried with us because we're kind of resentful, and that's understandable. There's a resentment from some of those past lives that's holding the exhaustion in place, and sometimes this happens. It's like even though it would be better for us to release whatever it is that we're holding that's causing us harm, causing us discomfort, we don't, because it's almost like you can get back at the other person on some level. And this doesn't mean that you're not a light worker, it doesn't mean that you're not a spiritual person, it's just a natural part of being human. It's a natural part, and sometimes we need to temper that, and we need to rein it in a little bit, but quite often this stuff exists from past lives, so let's release some of the resentment that might be holding that in place, because there might be anger there, we don't know what happened. So releasing any past life resentment from any times that resulted in exhaustion and fatigue from physical exertion. Okay, this is quite heavy, it's moving slowly, so just allow that to move. It's moving right now through the skull, through the head. And I'm also picking up that there's anger. You'll hear quite often when I do this work, I pick up on things that are going on, and it starts manifesting through me, and I'm aware of things, but might be able to hear a little squeak in my throat. It's kind of croaky, and what this is really telling me is there's a lot for us that was not expressed. There was a lot in these past lives that we didn't say, and we're angry, and there's still a part of us that needs to vent. It needs to kind of defend itself verbally, and we didn't get the opportunity to do that. So let's release that from the throat. Any anger and frustration from anything that we didn't get to express verbally. Anything we wished we could have said. And I invite you to take a quiet moment now to become aware of what that was. And I'll ask you the question, and you just trust whatever your mind throws up first, no matter how odd it may seem. So when I ask you this question, take a few minutes to think about it. Just tuning in. Take a moment to think about it. What is it that you didn't get to say? And if you need more time, you can pause the video when you watch the replay and allow your soul to give you that answer, and your soul will give you the answer. And feel free to let us know below what your soul brought up for you, no matter how odd it might seem. We quite often get the answers that we're looking for when we ask the question. So that's important that that's coming up for us now. And I'm being shown that we've been clearing a lot of chest and heart chakra issues over the last week or two, and a lot to do with the lungs. That's been clearing. But what I'm being shown now is that the energy's moved up a little bit, and it's kind of getting caught in the throat. So if you're finding you're having throat issues right now, you're having to clear your throat like I'm doing now, or it's becoming, your voice is changing slightly, or you're noticing, you hear how strong that is, it's starting to really clear. So this energy is getting blocked in the throat. So we've moved it from the lungs, which is wonderful, but it's still kind of trapped in the throat, and it's There's two parts to it. One part is anger. We're angry from these past lives and the way we've been forced into exertion. And the other side is the need to rest. And there's a little bit that happens to us sometimes when we become ill. It allows us to rest. So we don't want that energy to sit in the throat. We want to get that out of there. We don't need it to manifest physically. We don't need anything to happen. We can just let it go. So just hold that intention of saying, yes, I am angry. My soul may be angry. My soul may be frustrated, but I'm going to let it go. Just allowing that anger and frustration, asking the guides to pull, cancel and clear that from the throat. You might even feel that you might need to clear your throat for a moment during the meditation as that happens. And that's okay if it does. And if it doesn't mean that you're not clearing from the throat. It just means that you're clearing on a less physical level. So that's okay too. That's good and complete. So just give yourself a little moment to bring your awareness back into the room, to bring your focus back into the room, to become aware of the present moment, and just to take a little minute or two to open your eyes. And please do let me know as you're coming around, what did you notice as we did that healing? Because that was really more past life healing that we were doing. Do let me know below, what did you sense? What did you become aware of? And remember, your journey is unique and personal to you. We do the healing, but any insights that you get are personal to you and you'll know within yourself. So if you feel so inclined and you'd be willing to, we'd love it if you would share it with us. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a little comment. Bear Patch says, yes, the throat trapped energy through fear of speaking up and being ridiculed. Exactly. This is exactly it. Many of us in past lives have been ridiculed, and of course we've been through lots of different lifetimes where we've been harmed, laughed at, we've been excluded and disconnected from, cast out for being healers, light workers, leaders. It's a really intense energy and we still carry that there. We do. Fear of showing emotions and being told to go away. Exactly. Then not so nice things happening, fear of being alone. It sounds like you're really tuned into what happened then. And this would probably be a good meditation for you to repeat, to use it a few times, because the thing with our meditations is it's not just that necessarily a one and done. You can use it once and it will absolutely do the clearing for you, but the soul tends to heal in layers. So if you want to work a little bit deeper, you've worked on the top layer, you can work a little bit deeper again and a little bit deeper. And every time you use these energy healing meditations, no matter how short, you can just pick and choose the parts that you need. Even if there's one that there's a few downloads for chakra clearing or something specific, you can just go into it, use the part that you need, allow it to do the healing that you're looking for, and then you can just step out and let it move. So do let us know, anyone who's watching the video, what did you experience? We'd really love to know, and there are no silly answers. We're tuned into our souls right now, so anything we experience is valid. But I do want to let you know that the healing and clearing that we've done here today, my guides are letting me know that you're probably going to find emotions rising up. They're saying for at least 3 days, so you may find that there's little moments of emotion coming up for you as the emotions from these past lives are kind of purged and released. So don't be alarmed if you find a little moment where you feel quite tearful, or you suddenly feel angry, or you feel upset. It's all part of this process, and just know that that's the confirmation that something has been unearthed that's working its way out of the body and out of the energy, which is a really, really important part of this right now. And Bear Patch also says fear of feeling unheard and unlovable. That's a really tough emotion, and it will be from these past lives. So what you're really able to do here, which is wonderful, is you're tuning back into how you felt in that lifetime. So it's all starting to be brought up in this moment, which is really great. And also says, just saw us being in a town square and rotten food's been thrown at us for speaking up for self and others. and now the throat feels sore. So yes, you're clearing that here. Wonderful for tuning into that. But I want everyone to know it's not necessary for you to remember these specific events in order to get healing and clearing, but if you can, it can be pretty special to be able to tune into that. So allow yourself with this meditation to even go into it again and again. Tune in, give yourself a moment, even pause it in between, and allow yourself to see what comes forward for me. You can even ask yourself, what do I remember? And just sit in silence and just see what comes forward. When you ask the soul a question, it answers. We just tend to disregard the answers quite often. Moa says, yes, pushing through layers. We absolutely are pushing through layers. And every time we do these energy healing meditations, we work a little bit more deeply on the soul and we're clearing. Bear Patch also says, yes, crying and sadness and a high-pitched buzzing in the right ear. So you're releasing emotion and then you're probably getting that higher attunement. You're tuning into higher energy, which is fantastic. So getting some healing and clearing. And also, what I'm just being impressed upon from the guides, and anyone else who tuned in, please feel free to share with us what you experienced. Bear Patch, I'm tuning in and it looks as though there's a part of your psychic awareness that has been shut down from those lifetimes, and it's something to do with sound, because I can start to feel this real heat in my ear. And I feel like you had an awareness, you were clairaudient, you were able to listen to spirit or to higher guidance, or you were working with a collection of guides, something like that, and you were able to tune in and hear. And I think they burned your ear. Something happened and they held something here and they burned it. So it would be definitely good for you to repeat this and allow that to clear, because what it's done is it's really caused your soul to shut down a little part of that ability. So really good healing for you, really good healing for everyone. So I'd just like to say we're going to be doing more videos, probably every other day. I'm thinking about doing some card readings soon, some intuitive card readings for whoever's on the video. So do let me know if that's something that you would enjoy, if that's something you guys would like, so that I can give you like a message from your spirit guides or something that might be useful to you right now to give you some hope and faith. And we've got a global meditation that we're going to be doing next week, which I will announce later on, so that you guys can get notified. We're looking to join all light workers together to do this energy healing, to send it out globally to victims and emergency workers and people affected by it, the global consciousness. We're really doing a big clearing, and I'll also be clearing and healing some of the light workers who join us, any of you who join us, to prepare you first, to make sure that everyone's really well prepared and we're taking care of the light workers before you guys start giving out your energy to the rest of the world. So a little bit of two sides to it then. Moa says thank you. Yes, you are very welcome and I'm happy to help. And Bear Patch says yes, and the head hurts and my ears used to burn so much and I used to feel so much emotions. Thank you for this awareness. This helps us to feel calmer with knowing. My pleasure. More than happy to help here with any insights I can give you. So if your ears used to burn, you're probably still tuned into that, and it's been quite a trauma for the soul. So past life healing is very important. Okay guys, so bear in mind that we will be continuing to do these live videos. Do click to get notified so that you get a little update when we go live, because as I said before, it's just here and there whenever I'm available. If everyone is feeling exhausted and fatigued, know that you're probably processing some stuff from another time right now, and take it easy. If you have the time to take a rest, please take a rest and look after yourselves. It's very, very important that you take proper self-care right now. It's a very stressful time and you've got to look after yourself, so please do that. And yes, we'll be live again in a couple of days' time. Get notified so that you know when we're online, and we'll do some more. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.